Usually that they say by a third generation that a business will usually fail. There's a business cycle where an entrepreneur gets in with an idea, does well enough to keep the doors open. The second one is already in a place that's well established. The third generation gets in and forgets about what it was like to actually start the place and just use it somewhat as a cash cow. So we're really, really very proud that we're going to meet this 100-year mark. And we're going to meet this 100-year mark as not only being a business, but being the family that started it and it operated all those years in the very same location. My grandfather, he started the bakery in 1918. Actually, he had been in North America about 13 years. He came over from Poland in 1905, where he learned his trade at the Bristol Hotel. Actually, the Bristol Hotel is still the finest hotel in Warsaw. So the bread that we make is reminiscent of the bread that you could get in Warsaw. And at 1918, he had like 5 kids that he moved over from the States, built the building here. Working alongside my family can be an interesting proposition that we have some of the best of times and probably some of the most trying of times as well. Because you've known these people all your life and they've known you all your life. I know that working with my father there's some rocky times that comes along, but it's a great joy as well when everything works correctly.
I not only work with my brother on a full-time basis and my niece and my nephew, I also work with my husband and my son on a full-time basis. There are times when everybody has their own opinion, just like any other business, except it's a little bit different when it's family.
I work at Blak's Bakery in the mornings. I'm pretty much a laborer there, and I am a manager of Blak's Deli in the afternoon.
I am the owner of the building, and I've worked here 60 years inside the shop. Hotchkiss were made at Blak's Bakery by Peter Blak Sr. when he opened his shop. He used to have deliveries of Hotchkiss.
We're proud to say that we've put Windsor on the map in the Hotchkiss world. If you look it up in Wikipedia, and they mention Windsor is the only place in Canada that Hotchkiss are a real tradition. But we're just a local bakery and doing it and it's always been done, feeding the people around in our neighborhood mainly. We do get people from out of town, of course.
This week specifically, we helped out with the Heart and Stroke Foundation, donate some cupcakes and bread for that particular event. Carousel of the Nations, that showcases the Polish and European communities.
I think that Blak's Bakery and Windsor go together kind of like a horse and carriage in the olden days. We're really pleased that a lot of the better restaurants are carrying our products that they're serving to their customers. Some of the supermarkets are using it as well. And I think it's one of those products that identify Windsor, We've made our mark with a lot of the people that have been in Windsor a long time, whether they're third or fourth generation. But now we're seeing a lot of younger people as well. It's really quite a warm and fuzzy feeling to know the people that are coming through your door, and when they come to your door that, we're very honored for everybody who passes our threshold here, because you can buy bread a lot of different places, but they choose to buy our bread.
It's joyful to come to work because I'm doing something I like to do. It's so nice when somebody comes into your store and you can say, you buy 2 rye bread every time you're here. Oh yes, you want them sliced regular. It's more like a family environment rather than just a business. A lot of the things that I learned along the way, mostly being from my father, which is nice because my father's not here anymore. So I have all those memories of things with him.
But when I'm in front of the oven, I used to have to stand in one particular place in order to put the bread in the oven. So every time that I stand in that space, I know that my grandfather stood there, that my father stood there, some of my uncles stood there, my son stands there from time to time, that we're looking at exactly the same place, but at a different time. And I think if you taste our bread, that you could feel probably some of our heritage that goes into each loaf.
So many shops in the city have gone. If I could name them, I couldn't name them all. But we're still here.
Bread seems to be one of those basic foods that speaks to the soul of most people. You know, there's a lot of different foods out there, but for a good loaf of bread, it's something that really nourishes, you know, not only the body but the soul as well.